Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all doing? Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. I'm kind of off to I need to be off a little closer this way. Hello, folks. Welcome again to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. My name is Bruce Dickey. Thanks so much for joining today. As it's our Take the Points day, but it's just me again as the fellows couldn't be here. Well, actually, let me tell you this. They could have been here at 4. You ever have one of those days where you try to be flexible? And I'm flexible. And you plan to do something at one time, but it all depends on whether something else happens. And if that happens, you got to do it at the other time. And one thing leads to another, and you end up doing what you intended to do initially at a later time. You end up doing it earlier because the later time is gone and you have to adjust your time. Anyway, that's what has happened today. As I'm shooting just a little earlier than I intended, but that's fine, as we intended to be shooting baseball later this afternoon, but that's not happening apparently. So I tell you, I'm shooting this on Wednesday afternoon. If you have been paying any attention to the weather in southern Illinois this week, you know exactly why they're not playing baseball today over in Salem. So it's me, you, and the TV. They were going to be here at 4 o'clock. As you can see, I've got an empty chair over here beside me. 4 o'clock was good. Shooting it earlier in the day so I could go do baseball. And, nobody could be here early in the day. And here we are. All right, so that's my fault. What's going on, though, in your area today on this gorgeous and beautiful Friday, May 8th? See, I didn't even get you talking about dates. Had I started talking about dates, we really would have been a little messed up. So, no dates at all. What is going on here on this gorgeous Friday, May 8th? Just up at North Clay High School, their big plant sale continues and I believe concludes today. They have had, it started last Friday. I think they had pork burgers last Friday, and then they had a little sale on Saturday. They ended up selling a little bit on Monday. I think they're still selling, at least that's what I'm told. And from 3:30 till 6 p.m. today here at North Clay High School, it's the North Clay FFA plant sale. Now, I'm guessing that they have some plants in the sale that weren't quite ready yet for those earlier sales. So, I mean, I know that there are numerous plants that you got to wait to repot them whenever they're ready. So I'm certain that that's what's going on today. But that's one thing going on today up here in Louisville. Up in Effingham tonight. Actually, it's this morning. It might have already been done, but if you're seeing this on the YouTube, you could probably still go. The Chamber Community Scholarship Breakfast was today at the Holiday Inn Effingham by IHG. Start the day with a purpose and pride as they celebrate the bright minds building Effingham County's future. The Effingham County Chamber, they do an outstanding. I'll get them on here in the next few days or weeks, I suspect. They do an outstanding job. They brought together community members, business leaders, supporters, scholarship recipients to recognize the achievements of local students and adult learners pursuing secondary education. Through the Chamber Community Scholarship, they awarded over $1,000 in scholarships to graduating high school students as well as to adult learners. I need to be one myself, apparently, advancing their scholarship. So there you go. That was a nice time. What else is going on here on Friday? I don't have much going on here on Friday because, now grant you, this is Mother's Day weekend, and a lot of things stop for the honoring of moms. So that's cool. That's great. I mean, there's no NASCAR this weekend. The golf is, they hold the next big major is next week. It's a little one this weekend. Rory McIlroy getting back into it, but not a whole lot of stuff going on Friday the 8th. A few other things going on, though, on Saturday. Saturday the 9th. Down in Jeff, as a matter of fact, it's the big Ruritan breakfast at Jeff. The Jeff Ruritans host their monthly breakfast tomorrow morning from 7 a.m. until 9 a.m. Menu: sausage, biscuits and gravy, hash browns, scrambled eggs, pancakes, white milk, chocolate milk, juice, and coffee. It's a serve yourself, all you can eat, cost by donation. Everyone is welcome. 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. They need to expand that to like 10 or 11 on a Saturday morning, but that's a great meal. I saw Howard and Bev this week. They are big wigs, big wheels in that Jeff Ruritan organization. So good chance to say hello to them. Also going on at Flora Saturday, it is the Be the One Walk. Be the One Walk. This is put on by the Flora American Legion, which is of course on North Avenue, 333 North Avenue to be exact. The Flora and Louisville American Legions will be sponsoring the third annual Be the One Walk to raise public awareness to veterans suicide on Saturday. The walk will start at 8 a.m. at the Clay County World War II Memorial. That's across from the Flora VFW, and at the Clay County Veterans Monument on the Clay County Courthouse Square. That's a pretty good little hike. What's that, about 7-8 miles? That's pretty nice. The walk will be followed by a lunch provided by the Louisville American Legion, and transportation will be provided back to Flora. Everyone is invited to attend. It's a wonderful, wonderful organization. The numbers are startling. When you read about the numbers of veterans that take their own lives, it's just it's a startling number, and I don't have them on me, but I've read them before, and this is something that's really is good to get involved with and help out. Also in Flora today, at the St. Stephen's Catholic Church, this will be tomorrow night, pardon me, not today, tomorrow night at the St. Stephen's Catholic Church from 4 to 6 o'clock, the big Flora 4th fundraiser. That's at 812 North Main Street there in Flora. Flora Tourism having their barbecue pork steak dinner. 4th of July fundraiser on Saturday, starting at 4 o'clock. It's a drive-through only, and the pickup will be at St. Stephen's Church. Menu's barbecued pork steak, potato salad, baked beans, dinner roll, dessert for $15. Food is provided by Salt and Strings. I'm guessing that they're probably doing 3/4-inch pork steak. That's usually what they do up there. If not just 5/8, it's going to be 5/8 or 3/4, and those are fantastic. I get them every year for Memorial Day. It's what I cook on Memorial Day, and it's they do it because I've got I don't know how they are preparing these. If they have my recipe. Oh, they are luscious, and they'll make your mouth water. They're tremendous. That is, again, Saturday from 4 to 6 at the St. Stephen's Church. Down in Wayne County on Saturday, it's the Fairfield Rotary Club's second annual Wine Fest. The Fairfield, it'll be at the Wayne County Fairgrounds, bringing together the best of local wineries, food vendors, and live entertainment for a full day of community celebration. The event takes place between 11 and 6 p.m. on Saturday. Again, that's on West Main Street in Fairfield at the fairgrounds. Welcoming guests of all ages to experience a vibrant mix of wine, art, music, and more. This year's festival will feature a curated selection from regional wineries, including Homestead Vineyards and Winery. That's the one over in West Salem, right? The Pour Vineyard, P-O-U-R. I think that might be up in Olney. Valling Vineyards, or is it Valing? V-A-H-L-I, I think it's Veiling Vineyards and Wildwood Cellars. New to the festival in 2026, attendees can also enjoy craft beer from Storm Brewing. How about that? Adding an exciting element to the experience. Music all day long. Festival goers will be entertained throughout the day with live music from Jim McGill and Scott Wilmore. That'll be from 11:30 to 12:45. Terry Smith will play from 1 o'clock to 1:45. You've all seen Terry. He's a fantastic guitarist. Neely Gale, my cousin, unbelievable talent. I tell you what, she is so talented. I don't know how she got that talented being related to me. 2 o'clock to 2:45 is when Neely will be playing. Tristan Brock Jones will go from 3 o'clock to 4, and then Bo Tatum. Oh, you've seen Bo Tatum. Bo Tatum does an outstanding job. He's not wrestling. He gave that up. He's going to be playing music. It'll be from 4:15 to 5:45. Spend the whole day. You'll have a good time. In addition to wine and music, the festival will showcase a wide variety of talented local artists and vendors, including Debbie Diesel Art, Be Thankful Art, Desires of Your Heart Wellness, created by Donna, Raw Creations, Kuntz Yard Furniture, that's Jeremy, he does outstanding work, Red Aspen and Permanent Jewelry. Permanent jewelry, I guess that's toe rings. I don't know. Well, I've got a permanent ring. I don't take off too often. Let's see, permanent jewelry, FCHS horticulture, affordable massage, and the guests can enjoy delicious food as well from local favorites, Big Boy Barbecue, and as well as Bailey's Charcuterie. How about that? Ticket information is $30 to get in if you're 21 and older, $10 13 to 20, and free under 12 and under. The Fairfield Wine and Arts Festival continues to grow each year, and they're looking forward to you to help and have a good time. Also, on Saturday, this is going to be down in Wayne City, the Bean Queen Toy Drive at the Wayne City Park. This will be from 11 a.m. until 2. Wayne City's Miss Bean Queen, Ava Miner, is leading a heartfelt initiative to comfort and joy to children in hospitals by organizing a community toy drive inspired by her desire to help others. She planned this event with the support of her mother and has enlisted fellow royalty, Junior Miss Brianna Harrison and Little Miss Ellis Legg to join the effort. Isn't that fun? And you get to meet 3 queens at once. How about that? That's about as good as you could hope for. Donations can be dropped off from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. tomorrow. If you're unable to attend, just go online at Facebook and you'll be able to find more information on how to make a donation. How about that? Help out kids in the world. That's outstanding. Also on Saturday, Effin' Cars and Coffee up in Effingham. Effin' Cars and Coffee. This will be at the Orchard Inn. That's on 800 North 3rd Street. You know where that is, heading north toward the interstate on Route 45. Whether you drive a classic, a muscle car, an exotic, an import, a truck, or just your daily driver, bring it out and enjoy a relaxed morning with fellow car enthusiasts over coffee at the Orchard Inn. That's 8 to 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. You could do that and then go do the wine thing, and then you could come up and do the toy thing, go over do the toy thing in Wayne City. Oh my heavens. You got all kinds of stuff to do. Then you could come all the way back up to Effingham for the Mother's Day Market and CEO pop-ups. Remember we had the Clay County CEO kids in here? Well, they do that in Effingham County as well. They do it in Wayne County too. But Effingham's where it all started. They'll have their CEO pop-up businesses, downtown Effingham businesses. It'll be 8 o'clock till 5 o'clock on Saturday as the Mother's Day Market and the Build a Bouquet event. Each stop provides a different flower, each and end with a full bouquet. How about that? The market, the CEO CEO students will set up outside businesses. That sounds like a pretty good time. What else is going on, ladies and gentlemen, here on May 8th? VE Day, 81 years ago. Can you believe it? Victory in Europe Day. This commemorates the formal acceptance of Nazi Germany's unconditional surrender by the Allied forces on May 8, 1945, effectively ending World War II in Europe. This day is observed annually to honor the immense sacrifices made during the war and to celebrate the restoration of peace across the continent. The surrender was actually signed on May 7th in Reims, France by German Colonel General Alfred Jodl, and it took effect the following day. The announcement sparked widespread celebrations, with crowds gathering in cities like London and Paris. In the United Kingdom, Prime Minister Winston Churchill gave a big old speech, followed by King George VI. He delivered a big radio broadcast to mark the occasion. There you see downtown London. It was a zoo. It was a real zoo. Actually, there's a couple of pretty good movies out about that night in England as well as in the U.S. There's one that has Queen Elizabeth and her sister Margaret hanging out with the crowds, and they somebody asked them their last name, and they were kind of stumped. I don't know. My name's Elizabeth. My name's Margaret. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to tell you my last name because, who knows? But yeah, that's what was happening in London. This is recognized as VE Day in Western Europe and the United States. Russia and some former Soviet states as well observe Victory Date today. What can you do? Visit memorials, pay respects at war memorials or museums, attend remembrance events, and that was the end of the war in Europe. Of course, Russia, England joined to help end the war in Japan later, but it took about 3 or 4 months for Russia jumped in July because they knew the U.S. was already going to win, and Russia wanted to take some power too. It was a power grab for Russia, probably as well for Britain, because U.S. was carrying the water in the Japanese war, but we're not tussling about that right now. So yeah, fun. 81 years ago. Do you know anybody who remembers VE Day? I do. My mother was of an age, yes, she remembers VE Day. She had her brothers, my uncles, were flying in the war. They were flying in Europe, and that was the end of their dangerous service, basically. So yeah, she remembers it strongly, and yeah, VE Day celebrated today 81 years ago. How about that? That also kind of leads into this one, National Military Spouse Appreciation Day. Always observed the Friday before Mother's Day. National Military Spouse Appreciation Day recognizes the significant, and I tell you, significant contributions, support, and sacrifices made by the spouses of the men and women of our armed forces. I can tell you, my sister-in-law has been a military spouse, well, for the last 25 years, and it's something that they are. It's something that they should be widely respected for. President Ronald Reagan declared the first Military Spouse Day on May 23rd, 1984. And he recognized the profound importance of spouse commitment to the readiness and well-being of military members. Caspar Weinberger, U.S. Secretary of Defense, standardized the date by declaring the Friday preceding Mother's Day as Military Spouse Day, and each year the president makes a similar declaration. So if you know folks who are military spouses, thank them for their efforts, because their spouses might be deployed, and it's always you got to thank the folks for what they do. How about some more fun though? Also, National Coconut Cream Pie Day here on May 8th. This celebrates its own slice of deliciousness made with sweet coconut cream filling. Pie lovers know a thick layer of real whipped cream topped with toasted coconut make this pie just irresistible. Coconut cream pies seem to have begun their delicious journey during the late 19th and early 20th centuries. In 1895, Franklin Baker, a flour miller from Philadelphia, received a shipment of coconuts from Cuba as payment for a debt. Recognized the shipment as an opportunity, established a factory to shred and dry coconut meat to make it more accessible to American bakers and homemakers. Consequently, and shortly after this time, recipes for a coconut cream pie started to appear in cookbooks. There you go. The guy got a shipment of coconuts, developed an entire industry, which became the coconut cream pies. I love it. There you go. That's the way to take advantage of well, that's some good looking coconut cream pie right there. Take advantage of something that was new in 1895. Absolutely. Got that from Cuba. That would have been, heck, that's pre-war. That was pre-Spanish-American War. So there you go. He's taking advantage and hopefully and developed one of my favorite pies. You like coconut cream? A lot of folks don't care too much for coconut cream because they just don't like coconut. To each their own. I'll eat theirs. No problem. What do you want to see on television today? Certainly going to dry up by this afternoon. We'll have Altamont at Dietrich. There's some talk also of having Columbia at Salem. We'll let you know. Check your listings or flip around to channel 98 at about 4:30. You'll find it. Also, Major League Baseball today. The Mariners are at the White Sox. That's tonight at 6:40. That's Emerson Hancock versus Sean Burke. The Cubs are at the Rangers. Matthew Boyd versus Kumar Rocker. Kumar's playing. He's from Vanderbilt. Marquee Channel 367. That's at 7:05 tonight. Want to see the Cardinals out of San Diego? Not on cable. You gotta have streaming. It's gonna be on Apple Plus tonight. Yeah, bummer. Oh well. NBA basketball. You want to see NBA basketball tonight? Not on cable. That's on streaming. That's on Amazon Prime. The Knicks at Philadelphia. That's Game 3 there, and the Spurs at Timberwolves. That's Game 3 there. You want to see the Stanley Cup playoff? Now that you can watch on cable. Channel 273. It'll be Montreal at Buffalo. That's Game 2 at 6 o'clock tonight. And Game 3 of the Vegas Golden Knights at Anaheim. That will follow at 8:30. Oh, we've got such to talk about. We're going to talk about the Kentucky Derby. Oh, did you have fun? Did you have fun betting on the Kentucky Derby? And we'll tell you all about it when we return here on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hello, folks. Bruce Dickey here with Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you also for tuning into Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. You can find it here daily at 9 a.m. and at 1 p.m. Talk about all kinds of different subjects. People, interesting folks in the community, community events coming up, just all kinds of stuff that will matter to you. Appreciate you tuning in. Thanks a lot. Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
My grandfather, Carol Rush, opened Rush Appliance in October of 1949. This is Sean Rush, and I am driven by the same determination and commitment to quality that set us on the road to success. A lot has changed in the appliance industry since 1949, but at Rush Appliance, we're doing everything we can to remain trusted, strong, and competitive. We are extremely proud of our roots, and we look forward to providing you with quality and service at Rush Appliance and Furniture Company in downtown Fairfield.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Well, you can see I moved the camera a little bit, can't you? Ooh, things have moved just a little bit from this way to this way. So, yeah, it's you're very observant. You're such a smart audience. Thank you so much for noticing such things. Hello, folks. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here. It's Take the Points edition of the show. Today we're going to talk about last weekend, as a matter of fact. And then we'll get toward the show, we'll talk a little bit about hockey and basketball and baseball. But right now we're going to talk about last weekend. How did you do on the Kentucky Derby? Did you have this one going? How about that? There he is. That is Golden Tempo with Jose Ortiz on top, and he was the winning horse in the. That looks like him about to finish as Jose stood up right at the finish line, maybe even just a smidge early, but his horse was running hard, and we'll get into that here in a little bit. That was a great horse race. If you well, especially if you had the winner. I mean, it was another one that would last to first. He was. I'll show you where he was last. He was last about 400 yards left in the race. The race is only. Well, the race is 2,000 yards. 2,000 meters there about. Let's see, 1,760 plus 440 is 2,200 yards. So, yeah, the race is 2,200 yards. To make that last turn, he's got about a little bit more than a quarter mile to go to get to the finish line. And he just takes off. It was such a joy to watch Golden Tempo, the 19 horse, win that race. And the other thing, it was history. It was such a wonderful piece of history. The first time a female trainer had trained the winning horse. That's her with her child. How about that? She's a little over 40 years old, I think 41 or 2. But she is, I think it's her child, might be her grandchild for that matter. I'm not sure. But this is Cherie DeVoe, not Marie DeVoe. Marie DeVoe is the witch down in New Orleans that there are songs about. This is Cherie DeVoe. But she won it in a witch-like manner. I'm telling you, it was something. And the woman has a fascinating story in that she was basically a ne'er-do-well. Let's call it a ne'er-do-well for the terms that I like to use without being a juvenile delinquent. Maybe she needed a little what do you call when the kid, she needed centered. She needed something to get her centered, and she was taken in by a trainer. And he said, hey, look, this, you need to follow this. You need a little process, a little order in your life. And this is 20 years ago. And so she becomes a horse trainer. Horse training is hard. You have to get up early every day. You don't take days off. You're going every day. And basically gave her a little bit of guidance. And she took that and has now, I think this is her third time she's had a horse in the race. But this horse, the horse came out of nowhere to win it. Just to give you an idea of some of the events at the Kentucky Derby that day, these folks were on the infield, and this is kind of indicative of some of the folks. I didn't. Now you've probably already seen all the pictures of the people with the cool hats and that kind of thing. Jackson Dart, quarterback. He was maybe the best looking person there. He looked great. I'm just telling you, wow. That kind of took away everybody. But yeah, these guys are having fun. Where I was in, I spent the day going from place to place on a trip with a bunch of people on a party bus, because we were celebrating an anniversary of one of my friends, and there was a dude at the place we ended up to watch the race. There was a dude walking around with that basically the same costume on. Talk about fun. That's a good time. Here's the order of finish, just in case you didn't see it. Golden Tempo, the winner out of says post position 16, but he was wearing the 19. And Oselli finished third place, post position 17, even though he was wearing the 22. The numerous horses were, only 18 horses went off in the race. There was a horse that was scratched at the gate. That doesn't happen very often. Great White, I believe, was the number 20 horse, or number 21 or 22 horse, or 21 horse, 20 or 21. Great White reared up, fell on its back hindquarters, and flipped over. The jockey jumps away while the horse rolls over. The horse is okay. But whenever a horse falls on its back or falls on its hindquarters, it's an automatic scratch. So they scratch that. I don't know if the jock wanted to get back on anyway, but that horse got scratched, so that's a non-finish. But here's the where did your horse finish, folks? Well, I'll get to our finishes, our horses here in a little bit. But I remember I bet on Renegade. On the show bets, I bet on Renegade to win. In real life, I bet on Renegade to win, place, and show. So I won money with Renegade. That's cool. I'm all for it. Renegade's a good horse. Was coming out of the one hole. Ended up getting pushed all the way outside, and just got run down at the end. Like I said, I'll show that here in just a minute. Here's the top 12 or 11. What's that, 11? And here are the final ones. Last place, Pavlovian. 6-speed was my other horse. It led most of the way before collapsing there in the last, not collapsing, but before slowing down, running out of gas in the last quarter of a mile. So you keep that in mind. The other thing, I'll tell you what let's do. Here's what the payouts were. And the fascinating thing about these payouts is how much money if you'd have just put $2, just $2 on the favorite and the Golden Tempo. That paid $278. Oh my heavens. And there are people building houses on the superfecta. That's just incredible. It's $1 superfecta. You could just as long as if you could box fix that for like $24 if you had those numbers. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what makes the Kentucky Derby such fun. That is such a good time. We're going to come back and talk more about the race after these words. Stick around.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mud hole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians, and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local hand-cooked tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Beth Cooper.
And I am Stacey Earlywine, and together we host By the Way with Beth and Stacey.
It airs Monday through Friday on Wabash Channel 100 at 11 a.m. and again at 3 p.m.
We love to follow Clay County history, and we've been venturing out too in other counties. We absolutely love history.
You can also find us on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is By the Way with Beth and Stacey, or like and follow us on Facebook.
Goldfinger, trying to destroy the courthouse, I see.
Precisely, Mr. Bot.
Too bad, Goldfinger. I've got a secret weapon.
Huh?
Building secret. Zinc building secret.
We'll need new lumber, doors, paint, windows, plumbing, electrical.
What's new?
Zinc Building Center in Louisville on Route 45. It's a cool place.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. All right, let's talk about the race. The race itself. The horse, like you saw, started. Golden Tempo started in the outside. We got to the stretch. About a little over a quarter of a mile left. Not much over, but a little over a quarter of a mile left. Here is where Golden Tempo is. That's on, if you've been to Churchill Downs and you're sitting in the main grandstand, that's immediately to your left. That's all the way to the left, and that's about maybe 2/3 of the way through the second turn, and the second full turn. It's the corner. He's at last place. There are 17 horses in front of him. You can count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There they all are in front of him with about a quarter of a mile to go. The other interesting thing that you don't realize here, unless you're looking for it, which of course I was because I was paying attention to my horse, Renegade. Renegade is the one directly in front of Golden Tempo with the orange and blue. Looks like Flora colors. That's Renegade. Keep an eye on him too as we go through here, because that's the one that Golden Tempo is going to stick with. All right. They've made the turn here. They're coming down the back stretch. Golden Tempo has realized, Ortiz has realized he's got to get outside. He thought for a second and I don't have this in motion. I wish I could. I don't have this in motion. He thought he was going to be able to get through Renegade, and I'm not sure what that other horse is. But Renegade's there on the far outside, just ahead of Golden Tempo. And way out in front out there, that is, I believe that's Ocello, who ends up finishing third. He's out in front by what, 2 lengths? 2.5 lengths. He's out in front. Feeling good. And boy, you might have been feeling good about Ocello. He was $70 to 1. He was going to pay, and he did end up paying pretty good on third place. But anyway, all right. So we're here at the top of the stretch. Okay, now you can see the finish. Golden Tempo has caught up. He has caught, well, where that was, no. There's Ocello. Ocello is just ahead of him there in second place. All right. He ends up getting third. Here's Golden Tempo at the finish. You see the finish pillar there on the left-hand side, and everybody's just going crazy because this horse was in last place. He just caught that horse just out of nowhere on the last 200 yards. Here he is at the just before the finish line, and you can see he has caught Renegade. I don't know. I'm not sure if Renegade, if Irad Ortiz, who is brothers with Jose Ortiz. That's his brother on the horse that got second place. I don't know if he knew his brother was behind him. He figured it out, but yeah, there's that one, and there is the picture at the finish line. 2:02 and change. Nobody's ever going to catch Secretariat's number of 1:59 and 4. That's 3 seconds faster through the track record. And this was a fast track. But yeah, there you are. There's the winners. And it was just a thrilling race. A lot of fun. And you can see that Jose is standing up. He's already standing up as they're coming through across the finish line. He knows he's got it. He knows it's over, and he says it's party time. I showed my brother up. How'd we do? How'd you do? I hope you won. How'd we do? I'm going to show this once. What's that from The Hangover? I'm going to show this once, and then we'll pretend this never happened again. Here are the Take the Points Kentucky Derby bets. They'll show that once, pretend it never happened again. Commandment finished out of the top 5. Chief Wallaby was right behind Commandment. Further Ado was back in like 12th or so. Six Speed was 13th or 14th. And the Puma got scratched. I never replaced that for Jamie. And Further Ado, again, a rough go. So there you have it. Kentucky Derby's over. Preakness is coming up next weekend. We'll probably talk about that next week as well, because by then we'll know if I think they were going to make the decision Wednesday or Thursday of this week whether Golden Tempo is going to run in the Preakness. I'll be surprised if he does. I think they'll save him for Belmont because the horse is not built. He needed that little last 110 yards, didn't he? I mean, when you saw the race, he needed the last 110 yards to win. He's not built for 1 3/16, a shorter race. He's not built for the Preakness. I think he's going to come back into Belmont and have a really good shot. Be back right after these. We're going to talk, what are we talking next? Baseball. Back after these.
When Justin, a local volunteer firefighter, needs one of the department's trucks serviced, he calls Cam, whose repair company keeps everything rolling. In turn, Justin helps keep Cam and all of the community safe. Together, they support each other. And Wayne White Electric Cooperative supports them and every member with safe and reliable power. It's why REMCs exist. And together, it all works.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Cats TV. Have you been watching the baseball? All right, I'm gonna. Now this is as of Wednesday afternoon, and the Cardinals are playing today. Let's see what the Cardinals are doing today with the Brewers. But either way, this stat holds up. Oh yeah, the Brewers are whooping the Cardinals today. So yeah. Cardinals have played pretty good. They've won 6 out of their last 7 games, 7 out of their last 8, 6 out of 7 till today. Taking a look here at the National League. Actually, let's take a look at the American League first. They're all under 500 in the Central Division. The Tigers and Guardians and Sox and Royals up all within a half a game of each other. Even the Twins are close. So everybody's just kind of treading water. I think the Royals are going to come out there. They're on the hot streak right now, and they're a good team. I think the Royals are going to catch up and start lapping the field in the Central, or at least get out in front. Yankees and Rays beginning to take over that American League East. Everybody else is just kind of floating around behind the Yankees and the Rays. And then you see out west, it's kind of like the AL Central. And now let's take a look at the National League. You've got the Braves already almost 10 games up. Now the Phillies have heated up. Phillies have won 8 out of their last 10 games. That's and they also fired their coach, Don Mattingly. Our friend Don Mattingly from Evansville is now managing the Phillies. So that's fun. And so the Phillies might be able to get back over 500. They're only 4 games back of 500, but they're 10 back of the Braves. That's going to be tough to catch. The Dodgers and Padres are plugging along. Cardinals have to go out and play the Padres this weekend, starting here tonight on Friday night. So that's going to be asking a lot. But I bring all that up to bring this up. Take a look at the National League Central. Everybody, pretty good record, over 500, doing pretty well. Did you know that right now, of the 25 other teams in the division, or in Major League Baseball, 20 of them would be in last place if they were in the National League Central? That, I heard that today and I thought, you got to be kidding me. 20 of the other 25 teams in the major leagues today would be in last place if they were playing in the National League Central. That makes you feel like everybody got off to a good start, and that's pretty much what everybody did. Everybody is off to a good start in the Central. The thing is, that doesn't really affect how Vegas is gambling on these guys, which is kind of what the point is. Here's what the American League pennant numbers are. The Yankees always take a lot of money. They're going to be the favorite, and the Dodgers are going to be the favorite for the National League. But look at that, the Cubs, the Phillies are still 13-1, the fourth pick. Unbelievable. The Brewers at 17. The Cardinals down on the last line at 75-1 to win the division. Nobody believes in the Cardinals. Well, that's understandable to an extent. When you look at the divisions, the Guardians and the Tigers, like I said, I like the Royals at plus 260. If you want to throw $10 at that'd pay you $36. Yankees are minus money. Mariners are minus money. They're pretty good, and you can see the Mariners are they're 2 games back, but they're about to catch up with the A's. The A's are getting about the amount of respect as the Cardinals. Nobody's expecting them. And divisionally in the National League, the Cubs are minus money. They've got better pitching, is what everybody thinks. The problem with that is Cubs pitching is getting hurt. They're not deep. That's an issue for the Cubs. And then you've got the Braves already minus money, well into minus money. And even though it's still close, the Dodgers are picked. Well, you're 2-time defending champions. You're going to be picked to be the champion, even though Cardinals beat them 2 out of 3 last week. You saw that, right? I said last week, let's see what happens when the Cardinals play the tough teams coming up, the Dodgers and the Brewers, and then the Padres. 5 games in, it's 3-2, 3-2. That's not bad. We'll see what happens this weekend in San Diego. I can't wait. I love watching the Cardinals play better than what they're expected. That is a lot of fun. Let's talk a little Stanley Cup and also the NBA playoffs when we return. We'll do that right here after these on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey.
This is Christy inviting you to wrap yourself in lasting luxury at Carnaby Square. We specialize in one-on-one customer service, high quality, head-turning, on-trend fashions, footwear, accessories, and a complete line of Brighton leather goods and jewelry. If you want to nix fast fashion and invest in a true-to-size, ethically manufactured wardrobe that you'll wear for years, it's time to treat yourself at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on a beautiful Friday afternoon, morning, whenever you're tuning in. Appreciate it. Appreciate you watching. Thank you so much for inviting us into your homes. We don't say it often enough, and we appreciate all. We enjoy bringing you the baseball. and all the high school sports that we bring you, and we also enjoy bringing you these fine shows. You get my show, Jansen's show, and Ty's show. And the ladies' show with Stacy and Beth, they do a great job. We enjoy the opportunity to say hello in your home, because you can watch all kinds of things. But we appreciate you tuning in to us. All right, are you watching the NBA playoffs? Actually, the first round was outstanding. The first round is complete, but it was really good. The Thunder and Suns, Thunder are rolling through, but the Timberwolves upset the Nuggets. That was good, clean fun. Are you enjoying watching TJ Shannon play again? Terrence Shannon Jr. They call him TJ. TJ Shannon playing. He finally get an opportunity to play, and I love. If you remember from Illinois, anything you remember from the last 5 years of Illinois basketball, it was T.J. Shannon catching the ball on the wing, especially the left side, and then going to the hoop at about 1,000,000 miles an hour. He's doing that in the NBA right now. And he had a quote the other day after the game. Well, TJ, what do you do after whenever Victor Wembanyama blocks your shot? What do you do? He says, I just do it again. He ain't gonna block them all, he says. Hey, that is a fantastic attitude. As the Timberwolves lead the Spurs. Now, this is as of Wednesday afternoon. They're playing again Wednesday night, and they'll be playing again Friday night. If the T-Wolves can win on the road at San Antonio again on Wednesday night, that's going to look really good for them coming into Minnesota, into Minneapolis on over the weekend. Taking a look at the other side, you've got the Pistons that woke up. They've won 4 in a row now. They woke up. They were down 3-1 against the Magic, and they've won the last 3 there. Also, the Cavaliers came back from the dead to beat the Raptors. And the 76ers came back from down 3-1 to beat the Celtics. So the East is all wild, and the next 76ers series are going to be fun to watch. Here's what the NBA championship currently looks like. Top 8 teams. There are 8 teams still available. Yeah, I'm sorry. OKC, the only one negative money. Here's what the East looks like. The Knicks are the pick to win the East. OKC, a heavy favorite in the West. Taking a look at the NHL, have you been paying attention to the hockey? The Colorado Avalanche are swamping Minnesota. They are scoring more goals than humanly possible in that Minnesota series. The winner of that series will take on the winner of the Golden Knights in Anaheim. Too early to tell, really, in that one. And Buffalo and Montreal, they haven't even started yet because Montreal went to a Game 7 against Tampa Bay. That's going to be a fun series. The Panthers and the Hurricanes and the Flyers. Flyers got to get something done. They've got to play better here on they'll be at home now, so the Flyers have to make their way back. Taking a look at who's favored to win the Cup, the Avalanche still favored to win the Cup, and the way they're scoring, somebody's going to have to slow them down. I love the Sabres at 11-1. Then again, the Sabres are the newcomers. They haven't been tested, but nothing tests like the Stanley Cup playoff, that's for sure. And here's the conference numbers. I love the Sabres at 5-1 in this one because I think Sabres can play with the Canadiens, and I just don't think that the Hurricanes have it this year. So I really like I like the Sabres. All right, you talked me into it. I hadn't made a pick. I'm going to pick the Sabres to win the East. And I may as well take them to win the Cup. That's just, who knows. Thank you so much for tuning in, folks. We do appreciate it here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for watching all we do. For all of us at Wabash, thank you. We'll see you all next time on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey.